The meaning of Christmas. The root of the word Christmas is the word Christ, which comes from the Greek word Christos. The name Christos was given by the Greeks to the fluid that is secreted from the pineal gland, which is found in the center of the brain, is the size of a pea, and resembles a fully lit Christmas tree. It is also a self-healing and self-regenerative fluid described by the Greeks as Jesus or Jesus, the healer. This self-healing fluid, Jesus Christos, flows from the claustrum, which is where we get the claws in Santa Claus. The Greeks considered this fluid a sacred secretion derived from the sainted claustrum. From the sainted claustrum, the sacred Christos flows down the 33 vertebra of the spine, or the chimney, which is the age of Jesus and where the Freemasons of the Masonic Temple derive the 33 degrees. This sacred Christos descends to the base of the spine, which is where we find the root chakra, which teaches us Earth is not a prison and is ruled by Saturn, who also rules over Capricorn. This chakra, ruled by Saturn, is the sacred or sacral furnace of the inner light, or rather, the fireplace. All this sound familiar? It should. This is the origin of the story of Santa going down the chimney to the fireplace to drop off gifts of healing at the Christmas tree. Christmas takes place in Capricorn, which begins on the same date as the Winter Solstice on December 21st. As Capricorn is ruled by Saturn, this astronomical phenomenon was celebrated with Saturnalia. Saturnalia marks the symbolic death of the sun upon the shortest day of the year, December 21st. Rest for 3 days from December 22nd through the 24th, and on the third day, or the third eye, at the strike of midnight, is reborn. From the root chakra of the spine, the sacred Christos rises, ascends, is heaved up the 33 vertebra of the spine to return again, also called the second coming, at its holy origin, the third eye, or the temple in the sky, heaven. The temple is another name for the head region, and the word heaven signifies heaved up. After ascending the 33 vertebra, and it has arrived back to its holy origin in the holy claustrum, the sacred Jesus Christos fluid spreads from the spinal cord to the 2 hemispheres of the brain, creating a fixed cross or crucifix, is inert or dead for 3 days, and reactivates once again on the end of the third. Saturnalia, which morphed into modern-day Christmas, is a retelling of this holy secret, or holy secretion of the Jesus Christos within. Saturn is Satan, who in turn is your ego. Saturn is the supreme judge of good and evil, and according to your nature, dispenses punishment or reward if you are naughty or nice. Sound familiar?
Ho, ho, ho!
The worst evil is slavery to your own ego. Satan is your ego. It is what creates the illusion of Earth as a prison and keeps you bound and blinded. The supreme good is dropping the ego, awakening to Christ consciousness in you, and seeing the same Jesus Christos that flows in you, in others, friends, and foe alike, which brings liberation from the bondages of human suffering, or salvation. Saturn gives and signifies wisdom, which enables one to discern from good and evil, the ego versus the Jesus Christos in oneself. If you are willing to stand for good, no matter the cost, to free yourself and others of suffering, Saturn rewards you, and on Christmas you get visited by Santa. If you fail, embrace your ego as your true self and create a prison of earth for yourself or others. Saturn punishes you, and come Christmas, it will be Satan engulfing your chimney fireplace in his eternally damned fires until you kill your ego. Yes. Ever heard of an ego death? Given we now know Santa Claus is the sainted claustrum, the chimney, your spine, the fireplace, your root chakra, the Christmas tree, the pineal gland, the 33-year-old Jesus Christ, the healing Jesus Christos fluid, which descends from and ascends back to the heavens through the 33 vertebrae of your spine, where in the third eye or the third day it fixes a cross called a crucifix. Are you willing to pay the satanic price of your ego, or awaken to the Jesus Christos already present in you, because that paramounts to supreme good, supreme joy, supreme happiness, supreme merriment? And that is the true meaning of Christmas. This natural healing fluid, Jesus Christos, already courses through you. And to access this, you mustn't change who and what you are. You must drop your ego for radical acceptance to access this sacred fluid, despite what may be seen as quote unquote bad by your society. For example, being a self loving and open homosexual, a strong Black woman asserting her voice, a woman getting an abortion, interracial marriages, being a transgender person. You do not need to change yourself, but humbly, like the reborn Jesus Christos in the manger, embrace yourself. The words secret, secretion, and sacred are derived from the same meaning of hiding or keeping occult. This secret of the sacred Jesus Christos secretion and its power to self-heal and self-regenerate anybody, or Christ consciousness, is the root of Saturnalia and Christmas celebrations, and signifies freedom from bondage, slavery, human conditioning, and evil, all of which fall in the realm of the devil, Satan. They are celebrations of freedom from the forces of evil, and how the second coming of Jesus Christ is not something that will take place in the future and manifest out in the world, but rather that true salvation only comes and is accessed from within. So, how does it feel to know that the conservative Christian fight to say Merry Christmas is actually a pagan celebration that combines astrology, the occult, paganism, and esoteric wisdom, which furthermore proves that Jesus Christ never lived or existed? That all Christians are actually celebrating a pagan ritual based on a fairy tale that was told to Constantine about a made up figure in order to sell him into buying into a lie, to in turn enslave the masses under a spell of illusions, not to bring salvation, because remember, only you can bring your salvation. Until next time, trust and believe that it is okay to be you, the most beautiful you there ever was, there is, and that there ever will be, because you are not a story that can be told twice, and there will never again be a stage for you to perform, but this one right here, right now. So be you, the most beautiful you.